Oakland can be more than what it is today? What if we work together to make Oakland a safer, stronger, and more efficient neighborhood? What if we made changes that revitalize the community by attracting new residents, creating safer roadways for motorists, cyclists, and pedestrians alike, increasing access to parks and trails, and reinvesting in our homes? What if we took proactive steps to address the biggest problems affecting our neighborhood? What if we could build a better Oakland?
That we were doing community dialogues, and so everyone in the community was meeting and deciding what was most important to the community. And out of that, they picked some projects that they thought that they could handle short term, and then there were other projects that they decided they would do long term.
The exercise of involving everybody in collective imagination around their neighborhood, I think, ties people together.
This was really powerful, not only because of the amount of information that we gained, but also just the amount of relationships that we had made. As I mentioned, we'd definitely been doing a lot of one-on-ones prior to this process, but the dialogue circles were really where we just, really blanketed the community and just brought in all of the diverse individuals together to really start talking about the larger issues.
I think that I was amazed the very first time that I walked into a meeting was at St. Nicholas Church, and there were about 250 people there. And I was really kind of very favorably impressed with that that many people would come out from all sections of Oakland, not just like, the immediate neighborhood, but, South Oakland, and, all portions of the community came out. And it seemed like there was a tremendous synergy between the politicians and the people there and the universities and the healthcare organizations. It was great. I mean, we really got the feeling that everyone was going in the same direction and something really, really good could happen.
But our whole thing about Pitt is Pitt and the community is that Pitt wants to be a good neighbor, and we work hard at it. We're committed to it, and so from that perspective, I think that's where we are.
I think it's going to, develop the community resources, bring the residents, together with different projects. I think we're improving the community. There's a lot of things going on right now.
Is the opportunity in the next 20 years to say, what will it become? What is it that we will leave our fingerprints on that won't pass down to another generation?
The community is needed to implement the plan. Their words created the basis for the plan, and we need them to continue to be a part of the process. And the plan isn't just a dead document. It's something that does need to continuously be reviewed and updated throughout the years, and the only way to really do that is with the community's engagement.
We have the ability here to really do something very special. We have a great asset. We have extraordinary institutions. We have a business district that is the third largest business district in the entire Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, outside of downtown Philadelphia, Center City, Philadelphia, and downtown Pittsburgh. And we want to have a neighborhood that is involved, that is part of the fabric of that business community.
I was very much excited for you as well as for our city, not in what you actually wrote down on the papers and the sheets, but what I thought I heard through the conversation of what may be the spirit and the communication links between the humans that produced it.
As Pittsburgh goes, so goes southwestern Pennsylvania. The new Pittsburgh is being born right here, and it's through grassroots efforts that it will succeed.
I have a vested interest, obviously, because I have smaller people who are also born in this neighborhood. So we live here and we work here, and we'd like very much to make our neighborhood an excellent place. We'd like to attract other families with children. We'd like to convince people that actually people live in Oakland, and that we care about this place.
Well, our role was that we were a member of the steering committee, and so we participated in a lot of community-type programming over at the Greek Orthodox Church and other places in the community where we were trying to get community input in terms of, you know, the visioning of the 2025 plan. So it was a very good experience as far as the university was concerned.
The exercise of involving everybody in collective imagination around their neighborhood, I think ties people together because people get to realize that they have common cause with their neighbors and that they have common cause with neighbors that they might not have expected.
I'm basically liking the fact that you know, there is more of an emphasis on trying to you know, keep the mix of people here, keep the atmosphere stimulating, both from an economic standpoint, a cultural standpoint, a business standpoint, making it just an all-around good place to live.